Hey everybody, it's me, Natalie Diaz, founder of Twiniversity and author of What to Do When You're Having Two, and welcome to your 29th week of your twin pregnancy. 30 weeks is next week. I can't believe it. Did you think you were getting here? I knew you were getting here. I had no fear of this. I'm so excited. All right, we got to get into all of the things that you have to do this week. Time's ticking here, kiddo. We gotta get moving here. We got things to do. All right, are you ready for your list this week? Let's do this. First things first, you know that room that the babies are going to sleep in? Or honestly, maybe we talk about space planning right now. If you have not finished your nursery, we really need to get that done. So room painted, cribs together, furniture put together if you got some crazy Jenga situation furniture. If you don't have those items on lock, kids, you got to get that done. Seriously. I don't know if maybe you're hiring somebody to do it. If you are, then don't really worry about it. But if you want to do these things yourself and you want to kind of fold all your fancy little baby laundry and you want to put it into the sweet little dressers, you got to get that done. The nursery needs to be done within the next 2 weeks. Are you ready for that? Basic items that need to be completed in your nursery. Ready? Number 1, you have to have the room painted. If you need to have the room painted, it's got to be done now. Number 2, is there anything really important that has to be done? Like, do you need to rewire an outlet? Does it need a new light fixture? Are there any big kind of dangerous items that have to be taken care of? Do you have blinds in there that have cords because those have to be changed? We can't have those in the baby's room. Do you have electrical outlets that maybe are a little janky because your house was built in the 20s and you just need to get that done? Anything dangerous needs to be taken care of. And I'm switching that. That's going to be our number 1. Our number 2 is going to be the painting. Number 3, furniture. Anything have to be put together? Did your cribs come in boxes? Did you try to put them together and realize that you don't have the correct Allen wrench? These are things that happen when people wait too long, like some people we know. My twins were in the NICU and my cribs weren't even together. Take it from me, gang. You got to get your stuff together. Dangerous items taken care of, room painted, cribs together. And if you're telling me right now that you didn't even buy the cribs or the crib mattresses, have you not watched videos for the last 29 weeks? I'm trying to get you organized, guys. All right, but if you don't have that done, don't really worry. You could head on over. I'm going to put a link below. We have an Amazon shop that's like, if you need to buy stuff quick, just trust me and just click, 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 click. It's all going to be in there and taken care of for you. And you might not actually be late putting your nursery together. There are some cultures that do not buy anything until the babies actually get here. If that's you, you get it. If that's not you, you're probably wondering, how the heck is that possibly going to be done? It's the way it goes. If that's your tradition, that's your tradition. We make it work for everybody. Now, after your nursery, I discussed it already a few times. If your car seats aren't taken out of the box, if you haven't made sure that they could fit appropriately in your car, perhaps maybe you want to get them checked but didn't do that yet, you need to get that done in your 29th week. Now, if we go kind of more on the soothing side of things, a lot of times people are getting a little uncomfortable in their 29th week. Maybe their bones are a little bit achy, maybe their joints hurt a little bit. So you might want to talk to your doctor if you could use a heating pad. Now, I see your heating pad, and I raise you a heated mattress pad. I still use it to this day. No matter how cold it is in my room, I love getting under my little blankets with my heated mattress pad. It's so comfy. And imagine, like, if your back's really hurting, instead of it just being one spot of warmth that's comforting you, it's going to be from your head to your toes. Check with your doctor, make sure that they approve. Go buy one right now. It's going to be such great money you spend. And if you're like, Nat, I can't put a heated mattress pad on my bed because my partner runs like 462 degrees, how is that going to happen? Well, fear not, my friends. They actually make them that have dual zones, and they're really not that expensive. While you're shopping, please get some good shoes. If you are walking around in flip-flops right now because your feet are a little larger than they used to be, and it's not just like swelling, it could be that your feet are actually wider during your pregnancy. It's amazing what happens to our bodies. It's actually quite amazing. So get some good shoes. I feel like this is why Skechers were made. It's not the only brand, but you could get yourself a good pair of walking shoes that have great support, that have no laces. I could just slip my little tootsies in and be off and going with some good support. It's important to have good support, but please, I don't want to see you walking around in flip-flops. That's dangerous. And I don't want you driving in flip-flops. Now, even if you wore a million flip-flops your whole life and you're like, Nat, I live in flip-flops. I live in Florida. We live in flip-flops. Nope. Get yourself good flip-flops. If you're having trouble eating, so maybe the babies are literally, everybody has their feet in your stomach right now. It's possible. It's actually possible. If you're finding that you're having trouble eating a regular size meal, don't get too nervous, but you do have to make sure that you're getting all the calories in that you need. So think about milkshakes, think about tinier meals, think about little cheese platters, maybe some cheese and nut with some dried fruit. Oh, that sounds so delicious. I'd like some of that right now. But if you can't sit down and eat a whole meal like you did once upon a time, don't freak out about it. That's just what happens. The babies are getting bigger and your stomach is having less room to kind of fit what you kind of want to put in there. So think smaller meals, calorie-dense foods, especially if you need to gain weight, but you could always, don't forget, you could always speak to a nutritionist. Most insurance companies will cover nutritionist visits during your pregnancy to make sure that you are staying the appropriate weight and to make sure that you are following the appropriate diet. Next thing that we have to do on this list is we have to get organized. Now, what does this mean? This means a few different things. So, are we organized in the nursery? Check. Are we organized in our work situation because we need to try to figure out when we're going to leave work, who we're handing off these files to, etc., etc.? Check. Are we organized in our home? Do we have our mortgage payments on auto pay? Do we have our car payments on auto pay? Do we have everything possible on auto pay just in case we end up going into the hospital a little bit early? We don't want to mess up with, payment dates of credit cards and mortgages and all that good stuff. Is that done? Check. Do you have your life insurance all settled, signed, sealed, delivered for both you and your partner? Check. Do you have a will? Is your will done? We need to get that done. Talked about it in previous videos. It's a very important thing that you get done regardless of you're like, Nat, I don't have anything. We don't even own our home. Doesn't matter. Please make sure that you get everything down on paper legally, okay? And you never have to go back to it. When you're writing your will, it doesn't have to say your kids' names. It just says my children. So even if you have a bazillion children, you don't have to modify it unless, of course, you want to. Check. How are things going in your relationship? I know, we don't like to talk about it, right? What are the big elephants in the room? Are we organized? How do we feel? Does our partner feel connected to us? Do they feel like they're part of this pregnancy? Have you asked them what type of parent they want to be and what their parenting style is and see if there's any conflicts? Because this is the time to talk about it. You got that done? Check. All right, you're definitely a lot more organized than most. I feel good that you have all those items checked. And the last item on your list for this week is, I hope that you're taking belly pictures as much as possible. You have to take those belly pictures. If you are curious to see what other people's bellies look like at their 29th week, head on over to our 29th week of your twin pregnancy on our Twiniversity page and look at those amazing bumps. You don't have to compare it, because everybody's bump is different, and your bump is my favorite bump, but it's just fun to see how different people of different heights just have different bumps. It's really fun. It's quite cool. So if you're taking a picture of yourself this week, feel free to email it to us at community@twiniversity.com because I would love to see your bump. I get so excited. All right, that was your 29th week. You still have a lot more to do, but don't worry. If you bite it off little by little, it's not as stressful. So if you've just finished this video and you're like, Nat, I don't even know where to start, go all the way back. Go back to 5 weeks. Literally, what's stopping you? And if you're like, I don't have time to sit here and listen to hours and hours of you babble, Nat, then you could join me online. And you could join me for a live Twiniversity class where you literally have a one-on-one situation with me. Well, not one-on-one, it's a group class. Don't get me too excited that I would have all that time with you. But join us for a live group class or take our Expecting Twins on-demand class. Just go to twiniversity.com/classes and you're going to get all the information that you need in one cute place. And you could always buy that little book there, What to Do When You're Having Two. It's got all this stuff in there. But, you know, if you have more questions, don't get stressed. Also, head on over to our special Twiniversity Facebook group that's just for pregnant moms. It's facebook.com/twinpregnancy. All right, you got literally everything you need for this week. Get it done. Have a great week. Rest in your nice warm bed. Have everything organized on your to-do list. Finish that nursery. Install your seats. And I will see you next week for the big 3-0. All right, kids, have the best day ever. See you later, alligators. And yeah, send me those pictures, community@twiniversity.com. I'm waiting here. Bye, guys, and thanks for watching.